Welcome to our wonderful and amazing community. Pray your day is going positively well. Uh, so we've all been through hell and back. We've all gone through something in our lives. And getting through it, we tell our stories to help other people get through theirs. We tell our stories. Most people tell their stories. I choose to just stick with telling you things to help keep your mind from even going there, to help you get out of it, to help you stay out of it. I don't prefer to really talk about the the hell that I've been through, and because sometimes they say, well, you got to get them to relate to you, like just get them to understand, like, or to get them to connect with you in a way like, okay, so we've been through the same thing, so therefore, you know, we have something in common. But just know that yes, we've all been through hell. Some people are still going through hell. Some people are still in it, in the midst of it. And so we do our best to help each other to get through it as best as we can. Some people make a business out of it. Okay, well, how can we make money or profit off of it? But there's when you're when you become aware, you don't really like. Some people, it's just available. It's available to you whether you know it or not. Well, know that it is available. It's available to you. There's libraries, there's people always sharing their stories, and you can always learn something from someone else's story. And it's available out there. You don't have to always pay for services and stuff like that. And I'm just saying that because, you can get the help that you need, period. So don't worry if you have the money to do it or not. We are here. We love each other, and we are going to see each other through. Now, some of the things that I did that helped me get through some of the things that I was going through. Well, first of all, I was tired. I was tired of living and doing the same things over and over. And I say living and doing, but really, like, just tired of having to go through the drama, the whatever life was throwing at me. I was just tired, and I prayed. I did get self-help me books because I read the Bible, and all these things worked. And that's another thing. All things are possible to those who believe. So you must believe that it will work. If you believe that it will work, no matter what it is someone is trying to offer you or whatever you come across, if you believe that it will work, it will work. Because something in you is ready for change. Something in you. So something in you is ready. So you know you are deserving and worthy of so much more. You believe that there is so much more that is available to you. And so you don't give up. You don't give up, even though there's times you want to give up, because that is something that I can say that I've gone through many different times. I just feel like giving up. I just feel like just ending everything. But there's also something in you that don't want to give up. There's something in you that, and so you are strong. You are powerful beyond measure, and there is help. There is help in the seen and unseen realms. Pray. Pray, pray, pray. Something that I noticed that I would write my prayers down. I'd write my prayers down, and let's just say every night I would write the same thing over and over again. Let's just say, use that as an example. Because there are a few things that I wrote down, and I stayed consistent with it. But then eventually, I noticed that I stopped writing it down. Why? Because it was already taken care of. It was already done. So that was my confirmation that I didn't need to pray about that anymore, because it was no longer an issue or a problem for me, or whatever it may have been. It didn't necessarily have to be an issue or a problem, but it was taken care of. Because once it's taken care of and it's not on your mind anymore, you stop praying for the same thing and you start going on to other things. My prayers are basically prayers of thank you nowadays, because everything is taken care of. Everything, I don't worry myself. I'm not in the fear zone. I'm not in the worry zone. I am in a place in my life where I am just grateful, thankful, and blessed. And this is the place that I choose to be. This may not be a place that everyone wants to be at, but for me, I'm very grateful because I know that it is being taken care of in the unseen, in the seen, but also in the unseen realms, right? Walk in faith, not by sight, right? So a lot of it is in the unseen. So you just have to trust and believe that it is taken care of in the here and now. So that way you don't continuously bombard your mind with things that it shouldn't be worrying and stressing about, right? When you truly believe that it's taken care of, you shouldn't worry or stress at all. Okay, so if you find yourself worrying or stressing, then that means you haven't truly let go of it. I like to use the analogy of putting it in God's hands, because they say that God went before us to clear the path for us. So we have to trust and believe that that is true, right? Belief, the belief system. Believe that that is true. Start walking in faith, trusting that it is so. But if you find yourself worrying and stressing, then that means that you there's somewhere in you that's not putting your trust into that belief. Forgiveness, letting go. Forgiveness is a huge one that is necessary. If you've forgiven someone, then you shouldn't be replaying it in your head, and you shouldn't keep bringing it up. If you've truly forgiven someone, then it's not going to keep replaying in your head. And even if it does pop in your mind, because none of us are perfect, right? So some things still do pop in the mind. Don't entertain it. Just say, okay, you popped in my mind, and now you're out the door, right? It comes in and it goes back out. It comes in and it goes back out. But don't entertain it. Don't keep staying there. Because if you're staying there, then you're putting energy into it. You're putting attention into it. So what you focus on grows. So you don't want to continuously put your attention on something or your energy on something that is unpleasant to you, right? So we want to prioritize our happiness. So we don't want to keep putting our minds on something that isn't bringing us joy or isn't bringing us happiness. Yes, it may have happened to us, but we've forgiven, we're in a better place now, and so even if it pops in the mind, let it go, let it pop in and go on back out. Don't entertain it. Again, if you've truly forgiven and you've truly let go, then you're not going to keep lingering there mentally and verbally. Don't keep speaking about it if you've already forgiven the situation and letting it go. And you forgive for your sake. For your sake mainly, because it's eating at you, right? Not forgiving someone or something, it's not really hurting them any. It's eating at you. So you forgive and you let go for your sake, because you're ready to forgive and let go and move forward. And so forgiving and letting go is also two important things in our lives that are very beneficial to us, especially when you want better for yourself. When you want better for yourself and you visualize the best for yourself, forgiving and letting go is one of those things you must do in order to get to the next level of your life, of your best life, right? So these are just a few things. Let's see. Again, I don't like to talk about the things that happen to me. Just trust, things have happened to me. I've been through hell and back. And there's a lot of us that's been through hell and back. And we've learned from it, we've grown from it, and we've built something to help us not go back to that, right? Because you don't want to keep going back. If you keep going back, then that means you haven't learned anything. You haven't grown from it. So we've built these things, we've written down, because journaling is very important in this journey, so that you can go back to what you've journaled, and so that way you can, you know, reminders, all kinds of things, right? Affirmations, things that you did go through, just things that to show that, okay, your progress, and to keep you on the right path, to help keep you on the right track of where it is that you are going. So journaling, I would totally suggest journaling, right? Journaling, we all should have some paper with us at all times, paper and pen with you at all times, no matter where it is you're going. Have paper and pen with you, because sometimes things pop into the mind and you just take that moment to write it down. Some things get written down, some things don't. It's okay. But if you can remember later, if you can remember what it was later, then when you get to paper and pen, write it down, journal it. there's a lot of things that the universe sends our way, and write it down. Write it down. It will help you later in the long run. It will help. So we give gratitude for that, right? Staying in gratitude, staying in the frequency of gratitude is another sign that you have overcome, and another sign that you have leveled up, and that you're at a higher frequency, and it shows that you have mastered, and I like to use that word because we are masters at our craft. We become masters at our craft. It just shows another sign of your level up. It's another way to see that you have mastered some sort of area, and that you just embodying this gratefulness, and you know where you've been, and you know where you're at now, and you're just really grateful that you didn't give up. You believed, and you're now at this peaceful place in your life. And so gratitude is another one. And these are some gems that I'm throwing out at you if you get it. Like, what all things are possible to those who believe. Forgiveness, letting go, staying in the frequency of gratitude, journaling, all these things will help you. They will. If you believe that it will help you, it will help you. If you believe that it won't, then it won't. All is mind. As a man thinks, so is he. And so changing your thoughts. Letting go of the old habits, the old ways of doing things, the old ways of thinking, the old ways of feeling. Again, it's okay to feel these things, it's okay to think these things, but don't linger there, especially if it's not pleasing to you, and if it's not going to take you to the next level, right? If it's not going to help you, go to the next level or grow in a beautiful way, then don't stay there, right? That's what we're learning. Like, yes, you can think these things, yes, you can feel these things, but if it's not helping you any, if it's not pleasing to you, then don't linger there too long. And that's something that I learned, because in the past I would replay the situation over and over and over again, and I'm just like it really wasn't helping me any, because I was reliving it over and over and over again, and the feelings kept coming back to me. Not only the thoughts and the replaying the whole scenario in my mind, but the feeling of it would come back. So it was like as though I was in the situation again, replaying the whole thing and feeling it, and was it getting me anywhere? No, it was like it's draining. It drains, and so it's like learning not to linger there. That's another key. Don't linger there. Don't stay somewhere emotionally, mentally, physically, if it's draining you, if it's not pleasant to you. Don't stay there too long to the point where it's affecting your energy, right? Prioritize your happiness. You are so deserving and worthy of so much. You are deserving and worthy of the best, right? So we reprogram. We start taking out the old stuff that is no longer serving us, mentally, verbally, physically, everything. Like everything that is no longer serving us. And we start cleaning house. We start taking things out that are no longer of service, no longer needed. It served its purpose, sure, at one point in time, but it's no longer needed. And so we're updating our system, we're updating our mind, we're updating our code within ourselves, and we're bringing in something different, something new for ourselves, because we are deserving and worthy of something new, something better, something that's going to uh, benefit us in a way that is that is pleasant for us, joyful, happy. We start bringing in those things, and we start focusing more on the things that we are grateful for, that we are happy. Do what you love and love what you do, kind of thing. That should be your motto every day. Okay, today I'm going to do what I love, and I'm going to love what I do. That should be your motto every day. Every day when you get up, don't do anything don't do stuff that you wouldn't want done to you. Right? Be that living example. Be that which you want to see and experience more of. Right? So don't do things to others, or don't do things in your world that you wouldn't want done to you. You know how you want to live. You know how you want to be treated. You know what you want. So be that. Be the embodiment of it. Because it has to go through you first before you see it on the outside. So it all starts within self. And that's another thing. Go within self. Go within your being, and, start from there. Start embodying it. Start making changes from within self, and be the embodiment of it. Be the living example. And people will start to see. All eyes are always on us, whether you know it or not, in the seen and unseen realms. People are always observing and watching. Always. In your household, outside your household, anytime you step outside, anytime you make a video, people are watching. And so you be the living example of that which you want to see and experience more of. And when people will start to vibe, yes, I vibe with this, and they'll want to tune in more, because it's like, what is this person doing to have a better life, or to have something that I'm also desiring for myself? What is this person doing? And you start to get people that tune in, to stay tuned in, basically, and they're watching you, they're observing you to see what you're doing, so that way they can also implement these things in their life as well. There's something about you that they like, that's why they are tuning in. And so you get that as well. Affirmations work. They do work. Again, because you get all these videos. One minute you get these videos that say, or people or videos that if you're on social media and you're looking, 1 minute you get these things that say that it works. Then you get things, the same people, sometimes it's even the same people, that say it doesn't work. Okay, let me tell you something. All things are possible to those who believe. Belief system. If you believe that it works, then it works. Because it's what you're telling yourself. The mind is powerful. Powerful beyond measure, honestly. The mind is powerful beyond measure. So if you're telling yourself this works, then it will work. Don't see when 1 minute you see a video that says it works, and you're implementing it, and then you come across a video that says it doesn't work. That's the universe trying to see if you still on the path of faith and trusting and believing that it works. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. If you telling yourself that it will work, it will work. Trust, believe that the universe sent it to you for a reason, to help you, to help you level up, to help you expand, and to grow in certain areas that you needed help in. And sometimes things will come in to see if you're still believing, if you're still having faith in it. Unwavering faith, right? So unwavering faith. So you don't want to waver. You don't want to waver back and forth. You don't want to be in a state of confusion, in a state of, oh, maybe it doesn't work. No. If you tell yourself it works, it works. If you believe and feel that it's working, then stick to that. Trust and have faith in yourself, in your own abilities. If you tell yourself so, that it is so, then it is so. Don't waver back and forth. Don't serve two masters. You only serve one master. And you get to choose what master that is. Doja. He was down. Okay, so just trusting and believing in what you've already told yourself. Don't go back and forth saying, oh, one, like, you feel that it's working, but then something comes in and it makes you rethink it and makes you try to get off that path of trusting that it is working. Don't let things come in and take you off the path that you have set for yourself. When it comes to, okay, yes, it is the path that I set, the path that I'm going down. I feel like it's working. I believe that it's going to work, or I believe that it is working. I'm not going to. I believe that it is. See, that's another thing. Speak in the present tense as though it is, and it already has, because that is where you want. You want it to be. When you speak words, I'll speak words of blessings. There's so many things going in my mind. Speak in the present tense. Speak as though it is so, and now, right? And speak blessings, nothing but blessings upon yourself, upon your world, and upon others. That is something else that we have learned, that when you speak bad about someone or bad about life, which, you know, we've all been there, done that, right? But we've learned from it, right? So when you do that, it's like you're doing it to yourself. You're doing it to yourself. And is this what you truly want for yourself and your world and for others? Is this what you truly? And that's something that you have to ask yourself too. Is this truly what I want, or do I want to see my life prosper, and my world to prosper, and for others to prosper? You have to make the decision. And then when you make the decision, okay, I see, this is my world. This is my world, right? This is my world. And I see nothing but the best for me, for others, and for the world as a whole. And start speaking blessings. Start being mindful of what you are saying about yourself, about others, and about your world. Because you're creating your world right now. You're creating, that's the thing. You're creating, everyone might be at different levels. But let's not think of that just yet. focus on your world. Focus on your world. When you change, the world changes. So, how do you want to show up? What type of person do you want to be? What do you want to see and experience more of? And then be the living example of it. Be the living example that you want to see and experience more of, because it all goes through you first. It has to, the outside world's not going to change if you haven't changed. So you have to change from within self. You have to start creating better thoughts. You have to start creating better words that are more beneficial, more, have a winning mindset. Have words that, if you tell yourself you are powerful beyond measure, then you are powerful beyond measure. And then you have to start thinking, okay, because I am powerful beyond measure, what do I want? You got to know what you want, right? You have to know what it is you want, and then